Hey guys, so I'm at the store, and in case you're wondering why the view is like this, it's because I am lying down. Look at this great setup. Okay, so this is the situation. I didn't realize until I moved to New York that I'm actually motion sick. So if I sit in the back seat for a while, I actually get motion sickness and I feel nauseous. And it's terrible. It doesn't happen in Hawaii. I think the New York roads are that shitty that I end up feeling really queasy. So before I left, I told myself, okay, use this. See this? So it's an anti-nausea ginger gum. And I thought I was gonna be okay. I haven't gotten an Uber for about maybe 2.5 months or so. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna take one. They recommend two, but I'm gonna take one, see how it is, go into the Uber, and I'll be good. And then when I went inside, my heart sank a little because, see, due to the COVID stuff, they actually partition it. So I can't sit in the front. I can only sit in the back seat. And I started feeling queasy. So I popped another one in my mouth, thinking, hey, okay, let me take the double dosage. I mean, take the recommended dosage. It was a really painful 30-minute ride. And I was on the phone too. And I feel bad because it's like I probably was like the worst conversationalist. I didn't want to say, I'm feeling motion sick because there's also a driver, right? And the driver could definitely hear me. And that's not one of those things you want to tell someone whose car you're in. Oh, I'm feeling pretty queasy right now and I have a huge headache. So I didn't say that. And I got out, and the first thing I thought was like, oh, my head is like pounding and I just feel queasy. I am going to have to go back over to go back over and take another Uber back home. We have to pick up something, bring it back home. So another car ride. I'm not too happy about it. I can only assume I'm gonna have to sit in the back seat again. Yeah. So if you are motion sick, highly recommend sit in the front seat because sitting in the front really does work. That's what I found out consistently worked really well for me. But sitting in the back seat is absolutely terrible for me. And especially when the roads are windy and then you do stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. It's just really bad. No, yeah, I took this ginger gum. See that? So it's supposed to be this anti-nausea ginger gum. I have Dramamine at home, but I didn't think I would need Dramamine. I thought, oh, okay, what's the big deal? I assumed that I could just sit in the front, and if I sit in the front, everything would be okay. Because 90% of the time, if I sit in the front alone, I don't have to take this stuff. But I thought, oh, let me just take one in case, because I haven't sat in a car in a while. And then I have to sit in the back seat, which I wasn't prepared for. It didn't um, dawn on my mind that I can only sit there. Yeah. No, I wasn't looking at the phone. I found out that I have to sit directly in the front. If I sit in the front seat, I can see visually like straight ahead of me. Versus if I'm sitting in the back seat, I think after a while, like the wheel just I can just start feeling the wheel movements and it just really gets to me. Even if I'm looking sideways, it doesn't work as well. Yeah. So, yeah, I took more and we'll see how it goes. So according to this, it's supposed to be soothing. See that? So it has like it worked really well last time, but then I think I'm just getting more sensitive, or maybe because I just haven't really been in a car in a while. It blows. Yeah, so I'm on the wonderful floor right now, and I don't mind. I gotta wash this clothes anyway. In case any of you guys are wondering how come my hair looks like absolute crap. See that? Well, in the Uber, they don't turn on the AC. Yeah. So they don't turn on the AC, and as a result of that, I was sweating inside of that car profusely. It's like being inside of an oven. When you're baking something in the oven and you open the door, you know how that warm air hits you. That's how it felt similar to. Because there's the sunlight, and then it's so freaking humid in New York. So I was like, oh. So I got out of the car and I was sweating, and yeah, my hair just looks like crap. I don't know. It's like one of those things. Like you figure if they're separating it, they might be concerned about spreading that kind of stuff. And then also, I noticed, the airflow that goes in the back, they actually covered it up. So my reasoning was, if you're covering up the whole back section and you're covering up the air ventilation, if they'd rolled up the windows, I wouldn't be able to get much airflow because they just sealed everything up in the back. You guys know what I'm talking about? There's this little air vent of some sort, a little AC that connects to the back half on the armrest. That part, yeah, yeah. So if when I saw that was covered up completely, I was like, "Yep, this is gonna be open air only." It kind of blows. Yeah, I don't have any problem going on the bike, and I think it's because I was reading online and they said you get motion sickness when your eyes don't match your body. So something along the lines of, if I'm looking ahead inside of a car, naturally all I see if I'm sitting in the back seat is the seat in front of me, right? And if I see the seat in front of me, my brain is like, okay, you just see a seat in front of you, but my body is like, you're obviously moving, Erica. And that dissonance between my what I see versus what I feel causes motion sickness. That's the belief. That's what I've heard. And I've tried to follow those tips about like look outside the window, look sideways, or look around the seat, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work nearly as well as if I sit in the front. So I have no problem sitting in the bike because I think I can look. I look over Lewis's shoulder and I'm looking directly ahead of me. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just I was just sharing with people, like, if anybody has motion sickness and they have to take a Uber or Lyft. I know, like, I haven't taken one in I think like 2.5 months. I feel like, just keep in mind that they're probably sectioning off the backside, and they might turn off the AC or they might seal off the AC. So I highly recommend taking some motion sickness stuff, like take this stuff or take Dramamine. Yeah, and I'm gonna pop in two before I leave, so because I have to get back home. Yeah. Now I was looking outside the window, almost the whole time, and it just kind of like compounds itself. And if anyone has motion sickness, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like you feel a little queasy, and then as the distance goes on, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Yeah. And then it's like, you get out of the car stumbling and like, yeah. The worst one actually was when I was coming back from Hawaii to here, right? And the ride from the airport to the apartment is about 1 hour. It's 1 hour of stopping and starting because of New York traffic. It was so bad that I had to like stop myself from just like losing my cookies, losing my cookies. If you guys get what I mean, on an empty stomach. Once I walked out of that car, I was like counting down the seconds. I was like, keep it in there, keep it in. That never happens in Hawaii. That's the thing. Like it never happens in Hawaii. Like Hawaii roads, like people say Hawaii roads are terrible. They're not nearly as bad as New York roads. So yeah, it sucks. So I have my little Fresh Direct bag over here. The floor is not the best, but and I'm sure you can see like scuffs and stuff. I don't really care. I'm gonna have to wash these clothes anyway. And it just sucks because it's so freaking humid in New York. It sucks. But lying down helps, and that's why I'm kind of like nobody has walked in here, and I'm gonna have to like watch you lying down on the floor. uh, oh, John said whenever I rode into New York, he would get car sick as a kid. You're not used to stop and go. Yeah, I'm not used to stop and go.
Time to go, Erica. You have an air conditioner to carry up a bunch of flights of stairs.
What?
Don't worry, it's only about 75
You
pounds.
guys, you guys remember the AC from 186? Remember that one? Remember that stream where the guy took down the AC? I think it was like 110 pounds or something.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the AC that's coming over to the apartment today.
Time to go, Cole.
So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go end the stream in a bit. I will talk to you guys later. He gets to go on his bike, and I have to go in the Uber and.
Listen, we can always change. I don't mind using the Uber if you're car sick.
Yeah, but I definitely don't feel comfortable driving the Bafang.
Why not? You have a license. I don't have a license.
Huh? No,
Yeah.
I have a car. I have a car license. I don't have a.
Yeah,
I don't
but
have a bike license.
Erica, I have no license of any kind.
It's different.
Yeah, you have more experience, but I do knowing, how all this stuff works.
I don't have experience with New York drivers. Are you kidding me? My reaction time is not the best.
My reaction time is trash.
Well, it's not. It must not be that bad of a trash.
Ask my
because-
martial arts instructor. It sucks.
Huh? Your martial arts instructor says your reaction time sucks?
It's not as good as his by far.
Well, my reaction time when it comes to driving is worse than yours.
Alright, Erica, time to go.
Okay, I will see you guys. I don't ride a bike because I'm afraid I'm gonna encounter a bad driver, and then if I encounter a bad driver, I'll be pancake.
The whole city is bad drivers. You need to be able to drive defensively and avoid them, or drive offensively and break their mirror off when they cut you off.
Yeah,
like a
my
good mirror.
reaction time is not the best, so I know.
I'm constantly waving my way through people that are very close to hitting me. It is what it is, Drive defensively, defend.
Well, if I couldn't even avoid someone speeding through an intersection, and I was in a car with 4 wheels now and a metal frame, imagine how it would be if someone sped into an intersection and I'm only on a bike. I'd be flying. I'd probably be seriously injured, and I don't want to risk it. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, do you want to show them the bike?
No, it's pathetic right now.
Okay, he doesn't want to show the bike.
It's pathetic.
Okay, see you guys. Take care. And don't forget, if you're motion sickness and you have to catch an Uber or something, take this kind of stuff or take Dramamine, because